Let's be real. We're all in this endless sea of content, just scrolling and scrolling. So how in the world do you get someone to stop on your video? It feels impossible, right? Well, there's actually a science to it. And today we're going to lay out the architect's blueprint for winning that battle for attention.
I mean, seriously, think about that. What if you had a secret weapon that could stop someone in their tracks in just 3 seconds? That's not a superpower, it's a skill. And it's a skill we're going to break down step by step right now. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to talk about why those first 3 seconds are literally everything. Then, we're going to open up 3 different toolkits filled with hooks. Hooks that show, hooks that teach, and hooks that intrigue. And then, we'll put it all together so you have your very own viral blueprint. Ready? Let's go! You know, every single time you hit post, you're entering a battle for attention. And that battle, it's won or lost in the blink of an eye, the first 3 seconds. It is the ultimate make or break moment. You either earn their time or you're gone, swiped away. So, what's our secret weapon in this high-stakes fight? It's something we call the viral hook. It's that first sentence, that opening shot, that one single thing designed to grab someone by the collar and say, "Hey, you need to see this." All right, let's pop open our first toolkit. This one is all about hooks that show. These are the heavy hitters. They don't need a long-winded explanation. They create an instant visual punch that your brain gets right away. It's all about clarity and sparking curiosity at a single glance. First up, the comparison hook. Okay, this is so powerful because it plays right into how our brains are wired. We are comparison machines. The second you put 2 things next to each other, you're not just showing options. You're starting a debate inside the viewer's head. You're forcing them to pick a side and stick around to see if they were right. Take a look at this. It's so simple, but it totally works. Your brain immediately kicks in, right? You're thinking, which one's for me? Is better quality really worth it, or do I just need something fast and cheap? Boom. You've created a question, and now they need the answer. And the best part is, you can use this for absolutely anything. We're talking taste, which coffee shop is better, price, the budget phone versus the fancy one, even time, a quick 5-minute recipe versus an hour-long meal. This framework just works. Okay, next up in this toolkit is the tier or ranking hook. This one's a little spicy. It's where you take a strong, maybe even controversial stand by ranking things. And let's be honest, people love a good list, but what they love even more is arguing with a good list. That's where the magic happens. Something like this chart? It's pure engagement fuel. Someone sees this and immediately has a reaction. Wait, Reels is only a 7? No way. Or, yep, they nailed it. TikTok is king. Either way, they're hooked. They have to hear why you ranked them that way. And you better believe they're heading to the comments to share their own take. All right, let's close that toolkit and open up our second one. This is all about hooks that teach. These hooks work because they make a direct promise to your viewer. You're basically saying, give me a few seconds of your time and I'll give you something valuable in return. It's a deal they can't refuse. The absolute classic here is the tutorial hook. It's a super clear, straightforward deal. You've got a problem, I've got the fix. Watch this and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Right away, you're the expert and you've given them a fantastic reason to stick around. In fact, what we're doing right here, right now, is using that exact same framework. This slide is a perfect example of a tutorial hook in action. It pinpoints a problem, how to make a viral hook, and it promises a simple 3-step solution. It's direct, it's valuable, and it clearly works, because you're still watching. Next in our Teach toolkit is the transformation hook. Oh, this one is so compelling. Why? Because it doesn't just tell you something works, it shows you the results. You present a clear before and an amazing after, and suddenly you have undeniable proof that your advice is the real deal. See, a quote like this is a whole transformation story packed into one sentence. It's not some vague promise, it's a hard number, a concrete result. It makes the viewer lean in and think, whoa, if it worked for them, it could work for me. It's proof and a promise all rolled into one. And now for our final toolkit. This is the advanced stuff. These are the hooks that intrigue. They are pure psychology. They tap into our deepest human triggers, curiosity, surprise, emotion, to create this gnawing urge to find out what happens next. First up is the myth-busting hook. This works by taking something everyone thinks is true and flipping it on its head. You grab attention by going against the grain, and you make the viewer stop and think, wait a minute, have I been wrong this whole time?
This question right here is a perfect example. We've all heard it a million times, right? You've got to have the expensive camera, the fancy microphone. By asking this, you're not just asking a question, you're challenging a core belief that so many creators have. How could they not want to know the answer? And then you hit them with a bold statement like this. What you've just done is create something called an information gap. You've told them that what they believe is wrong, and now there's a void in their knowledge. They absolutely have to stick around to fill that gap and find out the truth. And finally, the most powerful hook of them all, the storytelling hook. I mean, humans are wired for stories. It's in our DNA. A good story bypasses all the logical, analytical parts of our brain and goes straight for the heart. It creates an instant emotional connection, and your viewer is buckled in for the ride. Just look at this line. It's a masterclass. First, you get struggle. I almost quit. You can feel that. Then, a turning point, until I discovered. And finally, a huge mystery, this one secret. In one sentence, you've got empathy, you've got suspense, you've got an information gap with a beating heart. The viewer isn't just curious anymore. Now, they're invested. So there you have it. 3 toolkits, each packed with powerful hooks you can start using today. This isn't just a random list of cool ideas. No, this is a full-blown blueprint for how to architect viral engagement from the ground up. So let's do a quick recap. We've got our 3 main strategies. Toolkit 1 is to show, with comparisons and rankings for that instant visual pop. Toolkit 2 is to teach, offering real value with tutorials and transformations. And Toolkit 3 is to intrigue, sparking that deep curiosity by busting myths and telling great stories. These tools are officially in your hands now. The blueprint is yours, so the only question left is the one right here on the screen. Think about your next video, the message you want to get out there, and ask yourself, which hook are you going to build with first?